A brand new patch has just dropped for AOE4, and we're going to be talking about how that patch is going to change the civilizations and the general changes that are coming along with it, how it's going to impact the game that we are all playing right now. We're going to talk about a new map pool, the seasonal changes, the general changes to the Pro Scouts meta and so forth, and some more civ-specific changes addressing the elephant problem. We're also going to talk about how crossbows and bombards are changed, so stick around for that. Anyways, welcome everyone. We're going to talk about the brand new patch that has just dropped. You guys can find that right on the live server right now. Link the notes down in the description so you can take a look at them yourself. So, new patch, we're going to be taking a look at it. We're looking at Season 9 still. The new season is not out yet. And it brings a new seasonal event called Chart a Course. So there'll be a brand new game mode called Chart a Course, where players select a mode where they can receive a choice from 3 powerful upgrades, look at the stars, and chart your course as you adapt your civilization to the ever-changing and challenging world around you. Looking forward to that. Always good to see new game modes. We're looking at a new monument, new coat of arms, and new portraits over here. You guys can take a look at that yourself. I'm not going to go too much into the different rewards here and the challenges. We take a look at the actual juicy stuff. So that's going to be the map pool rotation. A new map pool is everything when we play this game. It's been too long with the current one. So many of the maps are not really favorable for players. So now looking at this new map pool is much more promising, at least to me. We're looking at cliffside instead of hill and dale, prairie instead of marshland. So a very good rush map, a good cavalry map, good Malian Mongol map. We're looking at lakeside over 4 lakes, so a different type of hybrid map, the ones you've been seeing in the tournaments as well, that just happened last weekend. Then we've got wetlands being changed out for golden heights. Cool. I'm looking forward to some more hybrid maps. Haywire instead is going to be King of the Hill. Thank God for that. Archipelago instead of Nagari. So actual water gameplay. Might have to take a look at some water guides. Let me know if you're interested in that. Then the team rank map pool is going to be Cliffside instead of King of the Hill, Lipany instead of Rocky River, it's going to be Mountain Clearing instead of Socotra, Lakeside instead of Waterholes, Prairie instead of Himayama, and Nagari instead of Mongolian Heights. Really interesting to see how that's going to unfold. I know a lot of people are playing team games, and a lot of people will be looking to figure out how to play these maps. And I look forward to seeing how stuff like Lakeside and Nagari will perform in a team setting. All right, so looking at balances and bug fixes. This is when we talk about Pro Scouts meta. This is when we talk about the elephants, or should I say the elephant in the room. General changes and bug fixes. Corrected an issue that allowed cavalry units to attack while moving if a movement command was issued immediately after an attack command. That's called animation cancelling. If you guys don't know what animation cancelling is, if you at least been playing the game somewhat, you might not have known that it's been existing, but every time a cavalry archer shoots and you move after, that's actually animation cancelling. Same with cavalry units like the Gazerator or Sipahi. They're incredibly strong because you can move and attack very quickly without sacrificing damage uptime. So that's been fixed now, and this is amazing. It should have happened a long time ago, finally. Then there's here, fixed an issue with the description for serpentine powder, did not properly reflect changes. Okay. Balance and gameplay changes. And this is for all civilizations. This is not civ specific. We're looking at scout costs reduced from 70 to 65 food. Really good to see that. I like scout openers. Double scout openers are always pretty cool. I wonder if 5 food is really going to matter too much. I think this will probably make the pro scouts more viable. The scout train time has also been reduced, especially for the Malian scouts as well, now down to 14 seconds. Then professional scout movement speed penalties increased to 40% from 35%. I do think a lot of players were looking for a bigger nerf to the movement speed of the pro scouts, but I wonder how this will feel. Right? Because a lot of the times it's not more than a 5-10% change that can completely elevate a civilization. We looked at something like when the HRE got buffed, right? They got an extra 5% in Dark Age, and I think it was 10% in the Feudal Age and onwards for the infantry units, and it completely changed the civilization. I wonder if this is also going to make a difference for spearmen to catch up to scouts and stuff like that. And that's most likely going to be the case. Otherwise, they wouldn't change this value just randomly. So let's take a look at it when we get to play the game. Professional scouts cost increased, from 75 wood and 275 gold to 100 wood and 275 gold. So not that much. It's a 25 wood change. It honestly doesn't really matter. I would have loved to see this cost more or moved to the stable, so that it would be an upgrade that maybe took up some production queue time, right, instead of from the mill. That would have been pretty cool. Then you could have something like Roost, where they have a bonus to the pro scouts being researchable in the hunting cabins. I think that would make a lot of sense. Anyways, looking at the, and there's a developer's note here as well. The team is aware of the current state of professional scouts in the meta. We will continue to monitor the situation, potentially address in the next update. So potentially another update, maybe nerfing it furthermore. Anyways, for the tournaments that are upcoming this weekend, it'll remain, probably the same meta. Bomber damage is increased to 55 instead of 50. This is not the bonus damage to buildings. This is to units. So something like elephants might actually take a little bit more damage now from bombers, but it's not that much. Cannon damage is increased. Culverin damage is increased. Springle projectile now has a significantly larger hitbox. Springle meta incoming. I'm just saying this could be pretty damn interesting to see how the Springle meta might actually come back. Now, instead of just being a large blob of single target, this is kind of like a mangonel now, able to target a lot of units at once. Adjustable crossbar, that's the Mangonel Imperial upgrade for 1,000 wood and 1,200 gold. The blast radius and projectile scatter is reduced to 75% instead of 100%. And I like this change. I think mass mangonels in late game, especially on maps like Hill and Dale, where you turtle a lot, is too strong, right? So good change for me. And probably most people. Anyways, Spearmen now gain an additional 3, 4, 5, and 6. So these are the different ages. So 3 in the Dark Age, 6 in the Imperial. Bonus damage versus elephants with base, hardened, veteran, and elite tiers. Okay, so every single upgrade, not the ages. So every time you upgrade your units, then you will get more bonus damage to the elephants. And great, right? Spearmen have been underperforming in that regard. And this is now an additional, right? So you're basically getting a +3, +4, +5, +6 melee damage increase to the elephants. The crossbow damage has been decreased to 11 from 12. That's good. I mean, I would say that crossbows are one of the most spammable units, and has been for a while. You can make them instead of archers in a lot of situations where you should be making archers instead. So this might be a really good change, actually. Crossbow bonus damage increased to 10, so they do the same damage, but more damage in a sense to armored units and less damage to all other units. Elite crossbow damage has been decreased. Elite crossbow's bonus damage has been increased as well. All right, Elite Army Tactics. This is a big one, right? We're always talking about these university upgrades because a lot of people were complaining about Elite Army Tactics being simply just not worth it as much as before, right? But now it's back. So we got the effect adjusted from 20% to 15% damage. We've got an increase in the cost with 300 resources, so 500 food and 1,000 gold now. Then we've got an effect change, which is instead of 4 melee armor, you get 15% health. That's massive. So we're back to the old Elite Army Tactics. This is kind of like getting Ming Dynasty as Chinese, or Boot Camp, or Abbasid. Then, of course, the Mongols also get an improved version. All right, we're going to take a look at now the civilization-specific changes. I've looked through them. They're not that impactful, but there is one civilization that will probably see a complete shift in the way that it's played and the whole way that we conceptualize that civilization. I'll get to it in a moment. Just gonna take a look at the first ones here. So Byzantines will have fixed an issue where mercenary tower elephants would not benefit from incendiary arrows, and cataphracts now use the correct shields. All right, so not really, gameplay changes. Delhi Sultanate no longer gains free scholars with the first madrasa, that's their university. Dome of Faith discount reduced. So instead of 65 gold, they now cost 75 gold. So might be worth it to put 3 on gold instead of 2 now for a good uptime on scholars. Still, that landmark will be very good. Incendiary arrows, biology, elite army tactics, research time from 22 minutes to 23. So it's been increased enough. Silk bowstrings has been increased by 6 minutes. I didn't know that it was actually that short. I guess that's to reflect the cost of the silk bowstrings being considerably lower. So yeah, that's a lot higher now. That's a big increase there. All right, English will have fixed an issue where networks of citadels has an outdated description and fixed an issue where Wingguard Rangers could see over stealth first. All right, cool. Just bug fixes. But now we're looking at Japanese. You guys ready? This is going to be crazy. Okay, new bonus. Barracks cost minus 50% wood. That's 75 wood for barracks production building. This is absolutely insane for a feudal age melee meta for the Japanese, and for playing any type of Dark Age opener, right? Any type of hybrid gameplay, because hybrid gameplay usually includes melee units for attacking, or range units for that matter. But in general, this makes Japanese absolutely tempo-based in the beginning of both land and water maps. Fishing village changed from 40% to 25% wood discount on fishing ships. So no longer 45 wood cost fishing ships. This is now going to be a little bit higher. All right, next change. Samurai train speed reduced from 23 to 20 seconds. Okay, again, fueling that barracks, right? Tatara. Cost reduced from 25 stone and 50 gold to 15 stone and 35 gold. That's the +1 Dark Age melee upgrade from the Forge. And the research time has been decreased by 15 seconds. This is Dark Age meta. We're talking Dark Age meta. I'm so excited about this. Hizukuri cost reduced from 75 stone and 100 gold to 50 stone and 100 gold. And research time has been decreased from 60 to 45. That's the tier 2 blacksmith upgrades. The Daimyo Manor now has a minus 50 stone cost. That's insane. 175 stone for the Daimyo Manor. I mean, we don't need to go fast castle with Japanese anymore. Japanese is a rush civ now. And you can afford to stay on farms in feudal. Yudishiro adjustments. Dock and military production buildings. Building production speed reduced. So, a nerfs of the Castle Age relics. Farmhouse, lumber camp, forge. Rate per minute reduced from 75 wood, food and wood to 70 food and wood, and 60 gold to 50 gold. So they have nerfed the Japanese relics, so to speak. Cool. So castle, a lot weaker. And Dark Age and Feudal Age, and in general, melee spamming units and anything with barracks is now buffed by a lot. The economy is buffed as well. With the Daimyo Manor, you can get your abandonment out much quicker. This is amazing. I wished for this change for probably a year now. This is the whole reason why I didn't want to play them, because they were non-viable in the Feudal Age. So maybe Japanese main incoming. I don't know. All right, Malians. House health. This is another civ that's going to get a lot of changes. So let's take a look at it. All right, Malians. House health increased from 500 to 550. Pit mine health increased from 1500 to 1600. So Dark Age rushing Malians. It's easier to defend now. Town center cost reduced from 400 wood and 450 gold to 400 wood and 400 gold. A 50 gold decrease. So I know I just released the Malian build order video. You can still use the 2TC build there. It's just going to be faster. So great, really. Feudal Sofa Warrior. Health increased by 5. Attack increased by 1. Good change. The sofas are pretty weak. Scouts has been renamed to Vanguard Scout. Okay. Mustafati Warriors, they have a 5 health increase. The veteran health increase to 115 and another 5 in elite. Okay, cool. So Mustafati Warriors getting 5 health across the board. Pit mine generation to 36 gold per minute. Okay. Fixed an issue with incorrect cap on pit mines for maps with extremely close gold mines creating overlapping influences. Okay, a bug. Fixed an issue where small pit mines would generate 1% less gold than intended with full saturation. Fixed an issue where Mansa Javelineers could be unlocked from archer range without building the Frimba garrison. I don't know if this is the same change, then it should just have been removed from this patch note, but I don't think this must be from the previous patch note that we got late last year. All right, Mongols. So Mongols are getting 3 fixes. Khan Hunters double production was using the wrong icon. I noticed this a lot. This is good to see. Fixed an issue where the white stupid wasn't selected by the select buildings hotkey. Okay, cool. Fixed an issue where researching the improved version superior mobility first would not grant the faster unpacking effect. I would have loved to see them fixing the double production not working on certain buildings, such as the prayer tent, right? You cannot double produce the monks always. This is something I would love the developers to take a look at, but it might have been changed, just a hidden change. Who knows? Ottomans, they're getting the Cab Archer, so that's the one you get with the Vizier point that nobody's using. It's getting renamed to a Kinji, and the cost is reduced from 100 food and 80 wood to 90 food and 80 wood, so closer to the Rus Horse Archer cost. The difference is you can get a Kinji in the Field Age. The Akinji production time is reduced to 25 seconds. The Cavalry Archer Vizier point is renamed to the Akinji system, and military and technology building discount is 33%, now 40%. Oh, okay, so blacksmiths and production buildings now cost even less. So minus 40% is actually pretty substantial. Interesting. Variant civilization changes. The following changes only apply to the variant civilization. Okay. Ayubids fixed an issue where the last Adabek could not be retrained and was permanently lost. Adabeks no longer incorrectly use Malian camel trader skins. Fixed an issue where Desiderators would benefit from silk bowstrings on the melee weapons. Okay, fixes. Gilded Spearmen. Okay, so together with the Spearmen improvement that we're seeing to elephants, they're now getting as well +6, +8, +10, +12 versus elephants. And they fixed an issue where the inspirability range from the Order of Dragon Chapel was shorter than its visual range. All right, cool. So, hey, I think that's the changes, no? Good changes, I would say. Let me know what you think about this. They have nothing else but just keep them coming, right? Keep reporting. All right. Let me know what you guys think about these patch notes. I am very much looking forward to this change. But I think Malians are also going to be quite good in the next patch, which is live now. So Japanese, Malians, underperforming civs, but I think actually we have some very huge potential here for these civs to become quite good, perhaps touching first of A tier, maybe last of S tier. Delhi Sultanate, good changes, right? Let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to be releasing the next civilizations that I'm missing, the variant civs. And yeah, hope you guys are looking forward to that. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, comment what you think about the patch, and I'll be there in the comment section as well. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.